Hey everyone, welcome back. I know it's been a while. Have not met the goal of getting a video up every week. Been able to put some posts up in relation to what's been happening with the car, but a lot's been going on with the car, the progress with that, and then just doing some driving with my IROC, the 89 IROC that's runner driver, and went out to a Legit Street Cars event this past weekend. It was the Fill the Van with Cans event. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, didn't get to meet Alex, but I did see Tavares there, and just a ton of cool cars. The ones that specifically grabbed my attention were a couple of DeLoreans that were there that have been LS swapped. One that was LS swapped, and one that had LSA swap in it. Full-on supercharger. This thing was so cool. I'm not into DeLoreans, but it was pretty neat. So let me take you through some of the updates that we've done. Got a lot of work here. Well, there's the 89. She ran like a top. One of the things that I've recently done to her, this thing's 50,000 miles original, and it's got a few paint blemishes, it's got some road rash, but it's a driver and she shines up well. But one of the things I just recently did was I installed a set of the height subframe connectors on it. So I'll take you under there, you can see those. Had to do a little bit of some modifications here and there, specifically to the passenger side. But overall, I think it came out really well. Makes a huge difference in the handling. So, yeah, let me take you over to the passenger side. So this is the passenger side. And basically, the modifications for getting this subframe connector on this side, you're not going to be able to see because the catalytic converter is in the way, but it specifically relates to the front subframe connector to the front subframe. There just wasn't enough meat when I had it sitting up there to get the bolt drilled through the front subframe that I felt comfortable with. So I just ended up modifying where the hole for the subframe connector was in relation to the subframe. And I think it worked out perfect. But, yep, it's still got a catalytic converter on it, and it's not hollowed out. So it sounds good. It's just a stock exhaust, but I think it sounds good. I'm thinking of a Mufflex system on it, 3.5 inch with a SpinTech muffler, just to kind of amp up the sound a little bit. But, yeah, this is my baby. This is the one that I looked for a long time, the red metallic with the gold package. And it's I don't think I've really shown it on the channel, but it's a 5.7 tune port. I picked up a couple Legit Street Cars stickers for the Camaro and the 85, but yeah, she's a runner. She's really, really good car. All right, on to the 85. So I'm gonna try and remember everything here that we've knocked out, my boys and I, in the last, I'd say 2 weeks or so. It's been a lot. You see, I got the multimeter out, got a brake bleeder out, just a host of things. So let's pull this back. Got that just connecting it. Wires everywhere as I figure out wiring, but motor is in. I did not document the motor going in process. Motor and trans are in. Headers are on, torque down, and spark plugs, wires, and coils are mounted. Carb is on, or throttle body, I should say. And wiring is getting done as this video is being made. I'm not a big fan of posting the wiring being done just because it's so tedious and time consuming. I don't think anybody wants to sit there through that. So I'm just showing the things that I did get done. Headers went in relatively easy. I mean, had to do the passenger side. These are the Speed Engineering headers. Had to do the passenger side from below with the engine jacked up on the passenger side just a little bit, and then they slid right in. But yeah, I got a battery in it. This is the battery that I had bought a couple years ago, and then, you know, basically took out and put on a trickle charger, so it's still good. But yeah, got the battery hooked up, working out the alternator connections. I ended up taking, as you can see here, I took the this was a negative cable that came with the LS motor from the truck that it had been in, and I ended up using that. It's just a beefier negative cable with a much larger negative ground to chassis. So I used that. Nice connection to the block. I've already checked. I've got the grounds in the back done as well. But she's coming along. The other thing is with the trans being in and with the motor in, clutches bled. That actually didn't turn out to be too difficult of a process. I was a little concerned getting it bled because I didn't think there was enough pedal pressure, and I capped it up, and I just did a traditional bleeding on it where I had my boy sit in there, pump it 3 times and hold, and then I'd let a little bit of pressure out. But I just basically poured fluid in, let it leak down with the bleeder valve open on the other end so that it would fill. And sure enough, we got some real solid pedal feel now to it. And it feels good. Feels a lot different than the mechanical, but that's what I was expecting. And as you can see, a bunch of wiring. There's just trying to sort out everything. The sniper connection, and I got the MSD box in. That's all relatively simple. Positive, ground, couple connections. This is from the actual Holley. This needs a 12 volt cranking. But other than that, you can see here, this is from the MSD. These are gonna go to the relay that I've got here. It recommended a minimum of a 30 amp. I got a 40 amp. So that gets wired up directly to the battery. And then we've got this positive negative is for the Holley unit. But already got those relays mounted and sitting in there pretty well. Let's see what else. Kids have been using the car as a little chalkboard or dust board, if you want to call it that. But let's see what else. Take you inside, show you. I think I did a post of the pictures. And shifters in, consoles in. I got the 3.5 inch dash waiting to go. That's like literally one of the last things, but you can see, wirings over there. Like I said, it's not, a lot of this isn't too difficult. It's just a matter of doing it. But yeah, that's pretty much where things stand right now. Just getting a lot of the wiring done. So hopefully soon I'll be getting the alternator supposed to come in today, power steering pump today, and then we'll get the brackets put on for that. But yeah, maybe I'll take you through that process. We'll see. Also, wanted to say thank you to a couple new people that subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. I hope you find the content interesting and relatable. That's all I'm trying to do. Just provide some information on the process of turning this 85 Z-28 into our autocross car and a street car. But it's getting there little by little. I appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. and a like and a comment would be appreciated as well. Let me know what you're working on and what you'd like to see with content for the Camaro. Like I said, I probably won't document too much of the wiring because, as anybody that's done wiring knows, it's tedious and it's usually in tight quarters. So, but I enjoy it. Wiring is one of my favorite things to do because I enjoy finding out where everything goes and how it's going to be wired up. So when it's all done, I'll make sure to let you know. In the meantime, everybody have a great day.